Today we'll be making and eating foods that you ate if you were poor growing up in the UK in the 90s and 2000s. First of all, we need to go buy the products, so come with me whilst we do that.
We arrived at Sainsbury's and I thought, instead of recording in the store, I thought it could be a bit disrespectful to people buying stuff, so we thought we'd go in by ourselves. First up was trying to get the Billy Bear ham. We couldn't actually get any of it, so we had to settle for this Paw Patrol ham, which was essentially the same thing. No corned beef tins, so again had to get some packet stuff. But we did manage to get some Spam. £3.25 for this little tin of Spam is absolutely insane, by the way. I can't believe how much that cost. The next up was the chicken paste. I opted for chicken instead of beef, just because I preferred the chicken to the beef paste. And then we got some, I think this is sausage and beans here. No price on that actually, but they were quite expensive. Look at that tin next to it, £1.40 for Heinz. It's like half a tin. Custard cream, 30p, absolute bargain. Custard cream, and what a biscuit they are. And then we've got some choc ices, and then instant mashed potatoes. A smash was like £3. This is the price, let's go.
Now, I obviously don't remember all the prices from being a kid growing up as to what they all were, apart from this thing here, chicken paste. Chicken and beef paste in Quick Save used to be 9p a jar. On here it says it is 60p, so it's up over like 500% on the price, which is understandable in sort of 25 years, given how little it cost. But I remember it being 9p because I'd go there with my two brothers and sister, and you had these Swiss rolls, the raspberry, I think it's raspberry or strawberry one plus chocolate, and they were like 11p a roll, and I'd walk around eating one in Quick Save. And then you had these cans of like fizzy orangeade, which were, I think it was like 8p a can, so it's actually less for the can than the chicken paste. So it's insane, and I used to have this most days on my sandwiches. I had a little Thompson Tank Engine lunchbox that I used to take to primary school, and then we used to have these wagon wheels when they were like that big. Let's start making some of these things. I'm going to start with the chicken paste because I just remember the taste of it. And if you kind of look at what's in it, 69% of this is chicken. Then you've got water, soy protein concentrate, potato starch, basically just filled with loads of different preservatives to try and make up the flavouring. So 7 out of 10 of this is chicken. And what we're also going to do is rank these out of 10 for how they taste. Yeah, I've not had much breakfast. I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be a bit of weird nostalgia. But equally, some of these products I'd be happy if I never ate them again. So yeah, let's give it a go. I mean, look at that. Oh, the smell alone, it smells like dog food, honestly. And because obviously we have a lot of food to get through, I'm just going to do one slice of bread because we've also got corned beef to eat. We've got lots of other stuff to eat, so let's give this a go. Let's have a little look. I mean, look at that. Holy crap. That, honestly. Okay, so here is the chicken paste sandwich. So I've got a bit of a cold today as well. So it tastes a lot better than it smells, is what I will say. Maybe it's because I'm used to that taste as a kid. Honestly, on smell, it gets a 0 out of 10 of the actual jar. But on taste, I'm not going to lie, maybe it's because I'm used to it. I'm going to give that a 5 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, you know. It's not something I want to be eating daily just because I know what's in the product. But that's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go to Billy Bear ham next, which we've obviously got the Paw Patrol one. But if you look at the back of it, it's basically the same stuff. Just let my dog in. He's got a field day of all this food, by the way. Come on, Bear. Hey, buddy, say hello to everyone. He's a good dog. And he's heading right for the area. Look, you have a little smell, are you? Yeah? Now, obviously, if you look here, it's 66% pork. So 6.6 of a slice is pork and the rest is just preservatives. I know kids love all these products, and this isn't me shitting on it because I obviously ate Dilly Better Ham growing up. But some stuff is kind of like, this shouldn't be a staple in every day, in my opinion. But again, it's just one of those things. Kids love it because it's Paw Patrol and it's Billy Bear Ham. I mean, let's have a do a smell test. That smells okay. That smells okay. Right. Let's fold. And let's taste. Okay, so smell, I'll probably do 5 out of 10. Smells pretty good actually. Let's see what it tastes like. Again, this just reminds me of being a kid. It reminds me of being back at primary school. You know what? It's not quite as... Is it quite as good as it's about the same as chicken paste? I'll give it 5 out of 10. It's not good quality food. The taste is actually okay. 5 out of 10, not too bad. Now we're gonna have a choc ice. Like I said, how good does this packaging look? Let's see what they actually look like. Same packaging, but obviously it's got milk on. The great nostalgia piece on this is obviously you'd hear the ice cream van going, and then your mum would shout, "No, we've got a choc ice in the freezer." Or your mum would tell you that, mum and dad would tell you that the ice cream van, when the music goes, it means that they've got no ice creams left, so you've got to have a choc ice. Either one, that's the way that my parents did it anyway, that most parents did. Right, I love a choc ice, I'm not gonna lie, even to this day. I've probably not had one in a few years actually, but choc ices, I don't think you can go wrong. Smell, it's solid, 7 out of 10. Eight out of 10. It's not a Magnum. It's not a Cornetto. But that's just chocolate and ice cream. It's perfect. Choc ices are good. I don't know why anyone would criticise a choc ice personally. Next up, we've got the corned beef. Now, it doesn't actually say what the beef content is of this, but it does say it's made and packaged in the UK using Brazilian beef. So that leaves a lot to the imagination. Again, I used to have this as a kid, so for me, the smell's actually okay. Texture's actually not so bad of this one. Again, so the smell was actually okay. Probably give it 4 out of 10. Let's give it a go. That's not good. Oh man, you can even see like the brine in it as well, like all the different. I'm gonna give that a 1 out of 10. That is for something which says premium corned beef on it. If that's like the best corned beef there is in the supermarket, really bad. That's 1 out of 10. That is the worst so far. Absolutely hideous. I had to get that one by the way because I couldn't get the tin one. I used to love doing the tin with like the key. We used to be able to twist it and then it would all come off. I actually think that one would taste nicer. Yeah, 1 out of 10. That was bad. Let's go to Spam next. Obviously, smell is 0 out of 10 for Spam. My nana used to actually cook this for me. She used to like do like square Spam or square sausages. I remember pulling a sickie once from school when I was like in year 5 and I got dropped off at my nan and granddad's house. They cooked me this. I didn't pull another sickie again. Here's what I'll say. Right. Sorry, that's 0 out of 10. That's worse than a corned beef. Fuck me. If you like Spam, hit me in the comments as to like why you like it, what it is about it. That for £3.25. False advertising because it's got 89% pork on the back. It says 90% on the front. That I don't know how or why anyone would ever eat that. That is absolutely hideous. It's not even cheap anymore, so there's no real excuse for eating that. That's bad. Sorry, that's hideous. I need to have a drink. 1 sec. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, sorry, you might think I'm being dramatic there. We all like what we like and we all don't like what we don't like at the end of the day. So that's gonna go. My dog's eating like a lot of this food, by the way, so he's been fed well. That's Spam. I don't even think it's fit for my dog. Right, on to the next one. We've got custard creams. Next up, we've got baked beans and pork sausages. I'm gonna have that with the instant mashed potato. I got this one because the smash was like 3 times more expensive. The smash was £3, which seemed really expensive for smash. It's not like it's any form of premium potato. So yeah, I'm gonna have that with that. Now I actually think it's gonna be a good meal. I used to enjoy this back in the day. I've not had this probably since I was 15, 16, so what, 20 something years. And I don't think you can go wrong with beans and pork sausages, to be honest with you. And mashed potato, it's not gonna be probably what people are used to nowadays, but I'd package smash for, well, again, until I was maybe 15, 16, until I started earning my own money, then I'd buy my own food. I'm looking forward to this one. I've never actually seen the inside of a mashed potato before. Right. I'm not going to make it all, I'm just going to make some. Let's give this a go. Whoa. That is insane how quickly that's just changed. Absolutely insane, look at that. I do have an interesting microwave, which I actually quite like. That we bought this house as is, by the way, so we didn't put any of this stuff in. I used to have like a microwave where you just twist the dial, and it would just, we'd call it a dinger. Let me just show you what I mean. Okay, so I've got to click this button here, then that one, then that. So growing up, I had nothing like this. So last up, we've got the sausages, beans, mash. Not gonna lie, the mash mesmerised me, but it doesn't look that good. It's not good. It needs some milk, some butter. That mash is -5 out of 10. Stew the beans and the sausages. See that? I don't call that poor people food. I call that food. I call that a delight, actually. That is brilliant. Here are my final thoughts on this video. We were actually born into like the outskirts of a council estate. I've got 2 brothers, I've got a sister, mum and dad. Mum and dad have always worked. The thing that they've always taught me is work ethic. We didn't have much growing up, but they did their best to provide for us and give us everything in which we wanted. And for that, I'm kind of always eternally grateful for. We did eat beef paste, we did eat corned beef, we did eat Spam, we did eat square sausage. We ate anything and everything we could because you've got 4 growing kids there. And that's how things were back then. Back in the 90s and 2000s, we probably didn't know as much about nutrition as what we do today. My wife's a nutritionist, so our kids get fed significantly different than maybe what I got fed, and even how she got fed, and that's kind of completely fine. But when it comes to food, I'm eternally grateful for all food. The fact that we have access to food is something that people kind of take for granted, I feel, because if you go to different countries, you don't have that. Some people would kill for the food, the smash, the food that I've said is 0 out of 10. And I do look at that from a gratitude perspective every single day, the fact that even I can go and buy this food and eat it and have an opportunity to do that. Some people around the world don't have that as an opportunity. So whilst I've done this, it's a bit of fun, a bit of humour. The serious element to me is more around, like, a lot of that food's taken me back to my childhood, and it's left me with an interesting and weird feeling. It's made me feel appreciative for where I've got myself to, my family to. And it's also made me kind of feel gratitude to the fact that we've got access to food. So if you're sat this and you give your kids these foods, great. If you're sat this and you don't give your kids these foods, you give them different types of foods, great. As long as you're giving them a balanced diet with a lot of love, attention, that's all that really matters to them. But just be mindful of like what's in products. I always read the packaging because some products which are cheaper than other products are actually better.
but one's got a brand label on it, the other hasn't, and some just have better quality ingredients, some don't. So we try and do it in a balanced approach. Food is expensive, the cost of living is insane all around the world, but in particular the UK at the minute, it's just outrageous how much things are costing. But I had fun doing that. The chicken paste, I'm not gonna lie, didn't mind that. I thought I was gonna hate it after the smell, but I didn't mind it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. You'll probably see me thank you guys a lot when you watch my videos, and it's because it's still a bit of a disbelief, the fact that I'm even making them. And maybe that's something that I need to kind of grow into, which you'll see me do that through all these different types of videos. So thank you, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a bit of fun along the way. Hit me with a comment around foods that you ate when foods you ate if you grew up poor, for example, foods that you like think are poor. Like we always put a Viennetta as like a rich people food, even though it only cost like 99p, but it's the branding which went with it was insane. Hit us with a comment, hit us with a like, and please subscribe as well to this video.